Tariffs. It is a word we've all heard over the last year, and some might even say it's probably the administration's favorite word. At the University of Wisconsin, we do not take positions on trade policy, but regardless of political opinion, tariffs matter because they affect Wisconsin dairy farmers, processors, and exporters all across our state. Over the last 16 months, the United States has imposed a series of tariffs on imports. In response, many of our trading partners have introduced retaliatory tariffs as well, further implicating broader trade disruptions affecting global agricultural markets, including dairy. So the question becomes, what happens to U.S. dairy exports after all these trade actions are introduced? To answer that question, I analyzed U.S. monthly dairy export data from 2020 through 2025 across major East Asian markets, including China, Japan, and South Korea. We focused on East Asia because these countries are major buyers of U.S. dairy products. They represent the third, fourth, and fifth largest export markets for our dairy processors. And they particularly focus on products like non-fat dry milk, whey ingredients, and cheese. This makes the region an important place to examine how our trade policies ripple through dairy markets. Now, when we compared the performance before and after March 2025 policy changes, we noticed that the story was not uniform. Some dairy products experienced major declines, while we actually seen increases in others. Non-fat dry milk exports fell by more than 70%, whey protein concentrate exports declined by nearly 40%, and aggregate cheese exports declined significantly as well. But other products increased. Butter exports rose by nearly 65%, while cheddar cheese and certain specialty protein products also expanded across these markets. This tells us something highly important. Trade policy does not affect all products equally. Different dairy products serve different international markets, supply chains, and consumer demands. So for dairy products and processors, this means trade disruptions create both risks and opportunities depending upon the product mix that they manufacture. Broadly, this research helps us understand how global trade policy can ripple through agricultural markets and affect rural communities here in Wisconsin. Because when tariffs change, impacts do not stop at our ports or at politics. They reach farms, processing plants, and dairy communities across our state. Thank you.